Hallo, ich stehe hier mit Gaelec Simard, Lead Mission Designer von Assassin's Creed 2 und wir haben einige Fragen vorbereitet und hier kommen wir hin. Gaelec, thank you very much for having me here. Let's start directly. Could you explain our viewers what is a level designer's job during a production?
Okay, I'll give you two examples. One example I like to give is, let's say that the game are Legos. Some people give the plan and some people build the Legos. The level designer will take the Legos and build the thing. So in a game, for example, I'm going to take Mario 1 because everybody played that game. A level designer would have decided which enemy to put where you have to jump, where you have cash rewards, and all that depending on where you're at in the game. Like in level 1-1, you want it to be easy, so you could put only the Goombas, and then level, I don't know, 4-2, it's water, and then you put the fish. So that's what a level designer does.
We expect Assassin's Creed to be an open world game, which means there's one big existing level. How do you plan such a big level? Because there is no stage-by-stage construction.
Yes. Well, it's a totally different process than creating a Mario game, for example. So we create a world, we have a story, we know we have missions and what types of missions we have. So we communicate with the team creating the world to maybe sometimes put a free running path here or putting a doorway here because we want to put a guard post. And then what we do is we have an objective. We think about all the ways that the player could do the mission, and then we give him tools, things to play with to do the mission, and then it's up to the player to do the mission the way that he wants. That's basically how we do.
Very, very nice explanation. Very good. Thank you very much. How many people have been involved in creating this world?
I don't remember the exact number, but we were between 300 and 400 people. There was a big team at Ubisoft Montreal. 80% of the team was from Assassin's Creed 1. We had our Singapore studio working on the secret locations that we showed at Gamescom. And we also had a small part of the game created in Annecy, France.
Okay, and how long do you work per day? So, because it's, I guess it must be very, very much, or?
Well, a normal working day is 8 hours. It's a 40-hour week, and then Ubisoft is not. They're not. How can I say? They're not mean. You don't have to do overtime, and if you don't do any, you won't get fired. So it's just us, the developers. Some of us are really motivated, so sometimes we stay later, and sometimes you can do 60-hour weeks, sometimes 50. But the regular work week is 40 hours.
That sounds good. Which tools do you use creating the levels?
For Assassin's Creed, we use our in-house engine called Anvil. It was developed for Assassin's Creed 1. We used it for Prince of Persia, Shaun White, and other games that are to come out. And between Assassin's Creed 1 and Assassin's Creed 2, we kept working on the engine to make it look even nicer. We rewrote the AI to make it even more fun and offer more possibilities to the player.
Okay. If I wanted to be a level designer, what qualifications do I need for that?
I would say there's kind of two types of level designers. There are some that do scripting, like for cutscenes and that kind of stuff, and others that will be more architects that create levels, like a Prince of Persia level, decide where the hole is and whatnot. So you need to be able to use 3D tools like 3ds Max or Maya. And I think a good asset to have is a really logical mind, so that you can think about all the possibilities, and if I do this, what will happen, and if I open the door but I don't have this weapon yet, then what will happen. So to have this kind of logic part also helps.
Okay, thank you. I have to ask you this question because our viewers are mad about that. They want to know, why isn't Jade Raymond presenting the game anymore?
Well, Jade got a promotion. She became executive producer, and now she's overseeing the whole brand of Assassin. And Assassin's Creed 2 is the next-gen console, but it's also the PSP game, the DS game, the web series. So she's overseeing all that. And I think now she's even heading the Toronto studio that we opened. So she moved on to other things, and now we have us and Patrice talking about the game.
Okay, thank you. What has improved in Assassin's Creed 2, and why do I have to buy this game?
This could be long because there was a lot of improvement. We knew Assassin's 1 was really great, but we also knew that there were some flaws. So we decided to take Assassin's Creed 2 and add variety to all aspects of the game and listen to our fans. For example, all the missions now are very different, so you never know what you're going to do next. Our first mission could be escort this NPC safely to the spot, and then after that it's go beat up this guy, and then it's go kill this guy, so you never know what's going to happen. The story is new. It starts exactly where Assassin's Creed 1 ended, so if you want to know what's going to happen with Desmond and Lucy and the Assassins and the Templar, you get to know more about that. You get to play a bit more with Desmond in the present. You're also playing another of Desmond's ancestors, Ezio Auditore da Firenze. The biggest part of the game is set during that time. That's end of 15th century, during the Italian Renaissance. The fight system was made better, as I told you before. You have different enemies, enemy archetypes like the brute, the seeker, the agile, so you have to think of different strategies to beat them. You have the factions, the thieves, the courtesans, and the mercenaries that you can hire to help you out on your mission. For example, if you have a guard post, you could hire the mercenaries and go fight them. You could hire the thieves to lure them away. You can also hire the courtesans to distract them and then go by. So we give the player all these new toys to play with. And if you don't want to play the main missions, then we have a shitload of side missions that you can do and puzzles, and I could go on forever.
Sounds very, very good, and I'm pretty impressed. In fact, like this is like whoa. Last question. We have to ask this question. What car do you drive, and what car would you love to drive instead?
I drive a bicycle because I don't have any car. Or sometimes we have this system in Montreal where we can be a member of communal cars, so we can reserve it for an amount of time and then we take that car. But if I could buy a car right now, it would be Subaru Impreza.
No way.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I have a Subaru Impreza.
Really?
Yeah, a
Do you
10.
wanna give it to me?
It's 10 years old. It's this old GT, which also was on the rally.
Wow.
It's in the garage right now. I cannot afford it right now because we have this little blog. We don't earn that much, but we have maybe a team that is going to pimp it up for us.
Really?
Put it like in the colors of our website.
Wow, that's
and then we can make drive to fan events and put PlayStation in the back seat and whatever. But it's Impreza. Very good choice. Thank you very much. Great and big success for the game, and all the best. Thank you.
Hope you like it.
Oh, yeah.
On y pépère.